And we're going to move on with this beautiful TVZ. Beautiful. Alrighty, spawning in the top left-hand position of Belchev Vesage is going to be none other than Kipi. And his opponent in the green, spawning in the bottom right-hand position as the Terran player, is going to be Opus. Currently 7:04 AM over here in Australia. My name is Josh. I'm going to be your caster here tonight. I go by the handle of IXL Runamok. Feel free to follow me at Twitter if you want to post any questions, or if you're a Terran player yourself and you need some help, feel free to talk to me in chat. It'd be fantastic as this TVZ gets going. Now, there are multiple ways to open up in TVs nowadays. You've got the CC first, you've got Reaper Hellion, you've got Hellbat drops into Mech, or Hellbat drops into Hellbat Bio, you've got Bio Mine compositions, you've got Hellbat Bio, you've got Marine Tank that still works, you've got Pure Bio, all of which have their strengths and weaknesses. Likewise with Zerg, the main compositions we see these days are either Roach Hydra, and then late game into Vipers. We've got Ling Bane, or we've got Ling Bane Roach Busts, or aggressive builds like Speedling All-Ins, Ling Bane All-Ins, fast Roaches off of 2 base pushes, and likewise they all have their strengths and weaknesses, but I really feel that we're going to see maybe some like Hyun style, kind of like mass Ling Banes. That would be fantastic, and it's really, really good on this map because it's open, it's wide, there are many multiple angles the banelings can come in from. I would love to see that style being displayed on this map. No! We're gonna see a proxy hatchery! Oh my god! Alright, so this is kind of like the Root Cats variation, where it's like, alright, you know, he's going CC first, whatever, I'm just gonna get a hatchery in the straight up in his base, and the beauty thing that he did was he waited for the SCV to go, now he's placed it down. Now, if I was Opus and I get up here, I'm like, oh, well, you know, it's a really, really late spawning pool. Your question's going to be, okay, obviously it's a 3 hatch before pool, where is the hatchery? Now, if he sends his SCV over to the 3rd and there's no 3rd here, he's going to find it quite an interesting thing when he wants to get out here and build his first CC, but he's going to go for the depot. Going to spot at least this hatchery being morphed here on his natural, but he needs to get the bunker a lot closer, because if this queen finishes up, she's just going to start poop and creep. She's going to creep out like this entire area here, and his natural is just going to be completely delayed. 2 drones are on the way, so he's looking to probably insta-spine this. Interesting decision. There's some sick plays being displayed here for us already. Queen straight away. Yes. 2 drones coming in here now. And these 2 Marines probably likely to get into the bunker. They do, so these drones aren't going to get anywhere near close to the creep to start putting things down. Bunch of Zerglings being morphed in, so super aggressive coming out here for Kipi, and it's shaping up like it might not work. It's looking very risky. Start the beginning of a war, but I'm not sure I like that. There's a gap there and a gap there, so Zerglings can definitely pour in on by. These drones going to get in here with these Zerglings, and is there enough here to DPS down this bunker? I think there is. There's a lot of units here. He's going to try and focus fire down the Queen. Spine Crawl is now being placed down this bunker. It goes down almost instantly. Here we go. He's got himself a free depot. Oh my god, they're going to get inside of the main base as well, so he's going to have to force SCVs off the line in terms of survives. This is mining time already lost. Gets on top of the supply depot. There's no lift on it whatsoever. Even after the initial run, there's absolutely no lift. A bunker goes down inside of the main base. Gets a nice little bit of a trap here. Units are funneling in oh so slowly. There's 2 Hellions that seems to have spawned. Hold position this SCV here, but the Zerglings is now on top of everything. So this Hellions will clean them up, but he can no longer take his natural. There's going to be more and more creep being sprayed. There's 2 spine crawlers, so he can no longer go down the ramp. So these Hellions are almost useless. And they're going to be really good here for dealing with these Zerglings that are inside of his base. And here goes the creep poop. Oh, unbelievable. and this is why CC first can really hurt. Now, for you Terran players that are probably interested in how to hold this, the only way to really hold that is to get a bunker like here. Like, tuck it against a mineral line while the hatchery is building and go straight for Marine Tank. Or Banshee. There are your only real ways of doing it. Now, he's using the Overlord now to get some sight while he goes up here, and he's going to probably start poking away his entire wall. And there's nothing he can really do about it. He's probably going to build some bio. He's supply blocked as it is. And I think Opus has probably lost this game, as the follow-up to this is probably going to be some kind of Roach all-in? No, he's going to go straight to Mutalisks. Oh, so sneaky. Opus falling back, no longer has the use of this reactor, has no wall off at all either. Third base going down here for Kipi as well. And just so strikingly painful. Queen on the low ground getting some DPS, this Marines on the high ground trying to get some shots off onto the spine crawlers, but it's just not enough. Hellion gets absolutely poked to death. I do see a starport going down, another barracks going down, so we're probably going to try and do some kind of transition, do some drop play, but realistically, it's just not going to be enough. This Queen getting a little overzealous might die here. Double pokes of death coming from the spine crawlers from the low ground CC over here now. The other place to really get this is to lift it off and go over and take this base here, but with creep steadily increasing its output out to this direction, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Oh, even gets the creep chiller on the high ground. Oh, that would have been hilarious. We do see the Baneling nest now being grown, as well as the Spire layer is now finished. Perfect saturation inside the main base. Speed now as a follow-up. Third base, or third hatchery now, for just finishing up here for Kipi, who's just looking to spread creep in all directions out into the middle of the map. Spire, we don't mind, tries to go down, but those things don't activate on spine crawls, so Opus in a terrible position right now, trying to get a medivac up as ASAP. We're going to try for that Marine Tank composition. This Overlord now moving north of Opus's base, probably going to land here and start pooping out some creeps. There's absolutely no chance that these CCs can get down at all. And as I say that, fantastic play. Bunch of Zerglies now moving out across the map. SCV goes out to confirm the presence of a third base and a Queen here already. And it looks like Kipi has complete and utter control of this game. Not too much he can do with the Spire about to finish up. Anywhere close to 9 Mutalisks are about to get spawned. Yeah, what can he really do? Nice little drop here. This is going to be at least one step forward in terms of trying to get back into this game. If he can deny this third base, he's going to do a nice job. But with all these Zerglings now coming in, the Marines not getting tucked in next to the mineral line, they're just going to get surrounded and probably die almost instantly. It's the stim off, but it only saves 4 of those Marines out of the 8 that drop this Mutalisk down. Hot pursuit right on top of this medivac. One Marine gets dropped there basically and gets insta-cleaned up. And what do we have here? There's quite literally close to nothing that he can do. The tank's even kind of stuck here, wedged against a reactor in a hard place. See an engineering bay going down. He's kind of pulling some resources for someone that really doesn't have a base. Another drop gets in here, guns down a couple of drones, which is really nice, forces the Mutalisks back and out of position, but again, ultimately just delaying the inevitable. Unless he was running continuous multi-drops, there's probably nothing he can really do. Drop gets cleaned up inside the main base, drones go back to mine. Now, Kipi is probably just getting a look to build up. He's getting his +1/1. Melee and carapace upgrades. He's going for more Mutalisks. Centrifugal hooks are finished up, so if he starts to morph in Banelings, they're going to have that extra speed. They're going to really get on top of his opponent with all this extra creep spread that's just outside of your base. As a Terran player, I would be very afraid for my life right now. Mutalisk's going to dart in here on the right hand side, likely to get on top of the mineral line, do some extra damage. Siege Tank's doing a wonderful job at cleaning out these spine crawlers and this natural hatchery, but the creep spread remains. He's going to have to force out scans. If you force out scans, it's less mules. Less mules mean less income. Less income means less chance of getting back in this game. So it's a huge battle for Opus to try and do anything right now. Goes down, a bunch of Brutals get on top of the Marines. Tanks shell each, get some friendly fires. Mutalisks are at high enough numbers now where they can just one-shot tanks. So getting in here on the right angles, here we go. Oh, this tank. Oh, goes down. One Mutalisk does fall, two Mutalisks do fall. And the Mutalisks are just going to continue their massive amount of harass. So the only way I think to really hold this would have been to just all in with all these SCVs. And just kite out the Baleen buffer. That's about the only way to do it. But it looks like it's just going to be reinforcing with some more drones. Likely finish saturating this base until it's 16 over 16 double with 16 gas, and then possibly take a fourth, and then just build nothing but like pure Ling Bane Muta. And this is the power of Zerg economy. Just being able to saturate so quickly and allow themselves 3 base saturation. And there's the GG from Opus who realizes he just cannot get back into this game.